I thought I would love this band because if there's one thing I hate, it's a cocky mouse.
I was sitting here trying to figure out, are we tweaking super hard?
We're having fun. But really, it's like you're a fucking mouse. You're tiny, and you're going to act like, oh, you're king shit of... God damn it.
You're king shit of Cheese Mountain? What are you, Ratatouille?
Yeah. Also, look at how you're dressed. How about a little modesty?
Put on some pants, you freak. Just letting it all hang out.
Let's not let it all hang out. A little bit of modesty, some propriety.
Do you think that the people that made the movie Ratatouille really missed out and should have had Modest Mouse write songs for the movie or something?
That's getting deleted. No, I'm just kidding. I don't.
Did you ever see it? It's actually a nice. It's a sweet little movie.
Yeah, you're a parent.
Yeah,
so
well, someday.
See, that's the thing about when someone has a kid, you can never trust anything they say. It's good. Oh, is it?
Well, I'll tell you what's
good. Did it
good.
get your kid to stop screaming for 10 minutes, and that's why you think it's good?
No, I would rather listen to Bubble Guppies than listen to Modest Mouse.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because you're not a parent.
I know.
It's a parent thing.
It's because I'm responsible with my penis. That's the thing. Yeah.
I am not. And here we are.
Isaac Brock looks like Josh Homme's disappointing brother.
Josh Homme's so upset right now. If he actually listens to this, he's like, he does not look like me.
I hope Josh Homme listens to this episode because I can't fucking wait till we get to Queens of the Stone Age. Also, I would love to see the look on every dude's face who thought we could never talk shit on that band. They suck.
Queens of the Stone Age?
Yup.
Do people like that band?
We haven't said one fucking word about the band that we're supposed to be talking shit on.
Yeah, now I remember how I was going to start the episode too.
Okay, cool.
Should I do it?
Start over. No. All right. Beep.
Oh,
beep,
wait. Okay, wait. Are we starting?
And
This is it. It didn't work because we already started talking.
I've been watching like Andy Kaufman videos right now or something. What the fuck are you? It's surprising to me that the band Modest Mouse isn't from Oklahoma because listening to Modest Mouse is like driving through Oklahoma. There's nothing to look at and a whole lot of it.
Yeah. It just gives you anxiety thinking about it.
This band sounds like tumbleweeds.
And tumbleweeds are not safe. They're not good. They catch on fire.
I didn't know that. Is that true?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Modest Mouse is a fire hazard.
Yeah, an actual living, breathing fire hazard. It is very difficult music to have on in the background while you do anything.
Oh my God. Can you imagine trying to have sex to this?
No. No, I can't. It would just be awkward, anxious sex.
You get away from me. That's after you come. You get away from me. Your Uber's here. Get the fuck out.
We all float on.
We're fucking done.
Oh, man. Yeah. Don't have sex to Modest Mouse.
Saddest, most morose sex. Oh, also, it would be sex. You couldn't fuck to this. You're not fucking to this.
Gives me anxiety just thinking about it, actually.
The most anxiety-ridden orgasm you've ever had. I mean, I came, but it was weird.
Basically, I feel like I'm taking a cold shower right now. Just talking about it is making everything the opposite of excitement.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to go home and take a bath. I don't even want to do this. I think we should just stop the episode now.
Nah, you always say that.
All right, fine. Keep going.
This band started because one of the guys nobody cares about in the band was wearing an Iconochrist t-shirt, and Isaac Brock walked up to him and said, Iconochrist sucks. Which,
hey, man, you want to start a band?
Get off our fucking beat.
Get off our nuts. Well, how many bands are we responsible for starting?
I swear to God, if someone starts a band because of some shit we say on this podcast, I'll be so fucking mad. You do not start more bands. No more bands.
Yeah, the whole idea is music sucks. Don't listen to it.
I will be so fucking mad.
We don't inspire people to start bands.
Oh, if I've ever inspired someone, I just want you to know it was on accident. I didn't mean to do that, and you fucking stop it. You fucking quit.
You want us to do an episode on you?
They probably do.
They probably would love it, actually.
The first thing this guy put out was a cassette titled, give me a minute here, I have to read this. Uncle Bunny Face's useless analogy involving distance, comma, freight trains, comma, and half-ripe limes, begin parentheses, it doesn't matter, comma, limes are sour either way, end parentheses. There was an Oxford fucking comma in the title of this shit, so you know I'm already at like a 9 on this. I'm real upset.
The fact that anybody saw that and didn't immediately throw it on the ground. Hey, do you want to listen to this? Look at it? No.
I would be furious if someone handed that to me. Are you trying to make me angry, sir?
Yeah.
If so, killer fucking job.
Now I need to have a drink.
I'm seriously on a 9 already. And they fucking specialize in this shit. Long ass, completely irrelevant song titles, album titles. This is a long drive for someone with nothing to think about. How about this is a long album for someone who has nothing to say? How about that?
There's a lot of song titles with like 4 or 5 words in them. Lots.
You think that's a lot? Because I'm thinking like 13 word song titles.
Do they really have 13 words?
AC/DC has songs with 4 words in the title.
No, what I'm saying, but they have a lot. Every song title and every record is like a dictionary on the cover.
Robert Christgau was reviewing This Is a Long Drive. Oh, by the way, that's how you know a band sucks, is when you reference their album, you just say half the fucking album title because you'd feel like a complete idiot saying the full album title. You just call it This Is a Long Drive instead of This Is a Long Drive for Someone with Nothing to Think About. Reel it in. Dial it back, guys. Robert Christgau is reviewing This Is a Long Drive, and he says, quote, long-winded young wankers, so insularly indie, they're incomprehensible to anyone who hasn't been softened up by Wowie Zowie and the Meat Puppets, end quote.
Oh,
Burn.
damn.
You just got burned by a senior citizen.
Is that guy still alive? We need to have him on the podcast.
Fuck him anyways, I don't know.
I think that guy's great. We should definitely have him on. I don't think I could sum it up any better. Again, we could end the episode right there. I think this episode ends right now.
This is going to be a short episode. I feel like you always want to end it because you don't do research.
No.
And you're not prepared.
No.
Are you saying no like you agree with me right now? Or are you saying no like you're going to try to argue this point?
I guess we just have to figure that out.
Oh, God. You did watch Andy Kaufman videos before this, didn't you?
No, I did not. I don't think anybody actually likes Modest Mouse.
Oh, you're wrong.
I think people like one song and that's all they know.
Which one?
Float On, the shortest song title in their entire catalog.
What a complete nightmare of a song. That's how I feel about Float On. Is it the first time I burped into the microphone on this show?
On this episode, no. You've definitely done it many, many times.
I didn't know. I wasn't sure.
It sounded better than a Modest Mouse song. This is one of those bands, which we talk about this often. People love Float On and therefore, quote, love Modest Mouse.
Do you know what the song always makes me think of is sometimes when you take a shit and then you flush the toilet.
I literally was going to say taking a shit.
Yeah, and you flush the toilet
floaters?
and then there's a piece of shit just floating on in the toilet bowl.
Jesus Christ. No. You should go to the doctor. That doesn't sound right.
Why is it always the worst songs that get hey-ya'd until this is the best fucking thing that's ever happened? This song was everywhere. You couldn't go to Borders without hearing this fucking song. Do you remember Borders, by the way? Rest in peace, books, y'all.
Oh, shit. Damn, I haven't thought about Borders in a long time.
Let's just talk about Borders now, because I'm not having fun talking about
R.I.P.
this.
Borders, R.I.P. Modest Mouse. Good news for people who love bad news. Is that the record title?
Probably. Sounds long enough.
That's what I was thinking. They probably stole it from a book.
I want to say that album title is actually self-plagiarized. I think it's a lyric from Bury Me With It.
You know so much about this shit.
I have a pretty difficult brain to live with. It sucks.
Really? Random access just sticks in there.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah. Well, float on, dude. Just float on.
Kids Bop did a version of Float
They
On.
did?
Yeah, which is how you know you've
Holy
really made some
shit.
bad decisions in your life if
Yo.
Kids Bop is doing your
Dude.
shit. Woo!
That's the exact opposite of what you would want, I would think, as a serious indie band with like cred. If someone goes, oh, Kids Bop did a version, you immediately quit.
Theoretically, 3 years from now, your kid's in the backseat of your car, and he might be requesting some Modest Mouse from you.
Yeah, that won't happen. He'll get out of my fucking car. They ain't listen to that shit. If my kid said, we play Float On, first of all, I'd freak the fuck out because you can't talk like that. Second of all,
I said 3 years from now.
well, that's true. Yeah, he'd be pretty old then. I guess we'll just have to beat him.
I think Isaac Brock is probably a complete fucking moron. He seems like a pretty dumb person.
Why are you so mean?
You want to hear about my childhood? There are a lot of reasons why I'm the way that I am. I don't know how you can sit there and read all the stories of all the fights he's caused, all the times he's injured himself on purpose, which he says is not out of depression or anything, by the way. It's just to be a weirdo, I guess. He'll cut himself on stage and shit. And
This is not
cool. I don't like that.
I would expect that from one of those weird industrial bands. Always draws like 10 people and wearing like gimp masks on stage. Not from Modest Mouse.
What do you do in your free time?
I play video games.
Okay.
Or if you want to watch the most cringe-inducing video of all time, watch them at Coachella. You didn't watch that video, did you?
I did see that.
You did watch that.
Yeah, it's when some sound guy was like,
Yo.
oh, this sucks. Cut off the power.
Because he was just rambling. He was just talking about bullshit
Because he was drunk on stage.
instead of just playing songs.
This dude plays guitar with his teeth sometimes.
I did have in my notes, I feel like he wanted to be Jack Black. Or no, I'm sorry, Jack White.
Either. I'd go with either, honestly.
Yeah, sure. I don't. Why did I put Jack Black? Jack White.
I think Modest Mouse predates the White Stripes, though. So
Maybe he knew something that Jack...
maybe he's a fucking time traveler.
Oh, shit. Maybe Jack White was ripping off Modest Mouse the whole time.
How dare you, sir? We're in Nashville, Tennessee right now.
That's true.
You will not disparage Jack White.
I didn't. I just said that he ripped off Modest Mouse.
But here's the thing. So he plays guitar with his teeth, and it's not like he does it well. It's just a thing that he does in the middle of the show, and people scream about it, but it's not...
Is he playing guitar, or is he, like, yelling into it?
No, he's basically slamming his fucking face into the guitar strings, and it makes noises. It's not some Hendrix shit.
Does he wish he was in some weird industrial band or something? Just, like, self-hate music?
I think he wishes he was in a band. See, here's the thing about this is I don't get it, and I don't understand it, and it might have a lot to do with the fact that I'm a smart person, and I don't know what
You're
it is.
not very modest, that's for sure.
I am not a modest person. I'm confident. Some days of the week, I'll go with cocky. It's fine.
Wow.
And if you don't like it, go ahead and fuck yourself. But also, fuck Isaac Brock, because is this what nerds who are like in their 20s think is Jimi Hendrix? This guy slamming his fucking teeth into the guitar?
God.
I think people think that this is like that good. I think people think that he's reinventing the instrument. I'm not joking. I'm telling you, they're out there, man. They're out there and they're going to get you. They're real. These people exist.
This is one of those times I wish we had video.
Because of my face or yours?
Because my eyes are bugging out of my head.
I think this is Jimi Hendrix for everyone who's owned a pair of Argyle socks before the age of 30.
We need one of those air horn sounds we can add in here. Like
That was a good air horn.
Yeah.
This is what people who listen to Bright Eyes think is rock music.
Ooh, I mean, Modest Mouse is a little edgy for me. It's a little on the heavy side, but I like a couple songs.
I'm getting into it.
The Ocean Breeze Salty really hits me pretty hard when I think about
I
it.
guess Dramamine really resonates. I don't know if you know this about me, but I get motion sickness and I always have. I remember when my family went on vacation to Martha's Vineyard when I was 10. The whole time I was just in the back seat thinking, maybe someday I'll have to try in life. And won't that be a struggle?
It's tough. I hear you, though. This is a good story.
I think there are people out there who think Modest Mouse is as important of a band as, like, My Bloody Valentine.
Good God.
I'm serious.
No way.
They exist, man.
I can't even process that.
By the way, My Bloody Valentine also sucks. There's some kind of ridiculous rivalry between Modest Mouse fans and Built to Spill fans. Have you ever come across this in life?
No, but I do have some friends that love Built to Spill, so I'm going to see what they say.
Definitely ask them what they think about Modest Mouse, and I bet they will say that they hate Modest Mouse.
And that's because Modest Mouse is a Built to Spill ripoff?
It is, yes. But also, Modest Mouse fans like to say that Built to Spill ripped off Modest Mouse.
Because that makes total sense.
They also like to live in an alternate reality where Modest Mouse makes good music, so I don't know. I don't understand that.
Isaac is a time traveler.
Here's my thing with this whole feud. Both bands, which are not good, by the way, Built to Spill and Modest Mouse fans are mad that there's another band that sounds so much like the band they like a lot, and that band sucks. Just to recap real fast. Your band sounds like the band I like a lot, so you suck.
That's like Slayer fans hating Metallica.
What's going on here?
It doesn't make any sense.
What the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah.
You think that band sucks because they sound like your favorite? It seems like you would like it.
Yeah.
Seems like if you like a band and then there's another band that sounds like that,
You would
you'd be
just
like,
like it.
oh, cool. There's more of this now.
It's basically like two bands that sound the exact same. I can listen to even more songs.
But I will say these bands do sound virtually identical. I was sitting in a restaurant just a couple months ago, and I still don't know. Either a song by Modest Mouse or Built to Spill was playing while I was waiting on my fucking cheeseburger, and I was just sitting there trying to figure out which one it was. And no, I didn't fucking Soundhound or Shazam it, because I remember what life was like before you could get the answer to all your questions, and it's better. It's fucking better. I'll never know, and you know what? That's cool. I like it.
If you had to guess, which one was it?
I don't know, because here's the thing. I was listening for an annoyingly excessive amount of whammy bar usage, which would have been a clear indication that it was Modest Mouse.
So it might have been Built to Spill.
I legit don't know.
I hope you find out someday.
Sometimes it's better to not know.
I think in this situation,
I
it's
don't care.
definitely better to
I
not
don't
know.
care.
Well, because in order to find out now, you would have to actually sift through both bands' catalogs to try and find the song. And then what if by some chance it's not either band, it's just another shitty band?
Someone would have to notify the fan clubs of both bands that now there's a third band that they have to
Jesus.
get all fucking mad about.
Built to Mouse. Yeah, sometimes
that.
it's better to not know.
The other thing I was listening for to try to determine if it was Modest Mouse or Built to Spill was if it was going to become just a fucking ska song that for some reason people don't realize is ska, because that's all the last two Modest Mouse albums have been, is just ska. I know ska when I hear it.
It's pretty obvious.
Ska, ska, ska.
As a genre, it's pretty obvious. I did not listen to the last 2 records, I'm going to be honest.
What did you listen to?
I listened to Good News, and I listened to the album with the blue cover. I don't even know what it was called. I got like 3 songs in. I turned it off because I had shit to do. I'm trying to do work, and I'm getting fucking anxious. And I'm like, why do I feel like shit? I'm like, oh, wait, I have this on in the background. And that's actually true. I'm not saying that just because we're on this podcast. Yeah, no, that shit sucks.
I totally forgot that Johnny Marr was in this band for about 10 minutes. That's the guitar player from The Smiths, which that episode is definitely already out.
It's absolutely
You should know
out.
how we feel about it. This is one of the single most overrated guitar players. I don't know why anyone thinks he's a great guitarist. If he is such a great guitarist, why, when he joined this band, wasn't this album the best shit that came out that year? I want to say it got pretty reviews, too. I don't think people liked it.
I would go so far as to bet a lot of people don't know that he was in the band. That's how unmemorable it is.
I remember it being a pretty big deal. This is also around the time that they started doing they brought in the Dirty Dozen brass band for the hit album when they sold out. No.
Sellouts. Indie bands on Epic Records. Sweet.
They got a lot of press for when Johnny Marr joined the band. I remember. Well, because music critics fucking love the Smiths.
Right.
And only music critics love the Smiths, by the way.
We certainly don't.
Johnny Marr was probably like, listen, anything's better than being in a band with Morrissey. You don't understand. You don't know what I've been through.
But if that's why he was only in it for 1 record, because he got through the process and he looked at Isaac and was like, you remind me of Morrissey, so he quit. He was having like PTSD.
All right, off the record.
Off the record, yeah, this is off the record.
Off the record, I do happen to be friends with a person who was in Modest Mouse momentarily, and they had some
Psychological breakdown.
some comments about egoism.
Just like Morrissey, you're saying that hypothetically we've heard stories
Yeah.
through the grapevine that maybe Morrissey and Isaac had very similar traits. These are unverified possibilities.
I remember one of the many substance abuse classes I was court mandated to take, and I learned that in a lot of situations, a lot of the times people will get out of a relationship and get right back into basically
Abusive relationship all over
the
again.
same fucking person.
Sure.
It's just because you keep picking the same type of person to go at
Yeah.
because you haven't learned the lesson that you need to learn. I think Johnny, you might need to talk to someone. I think you're making some bad choices with frontmen of bands.
I want to know what he's doing all the time now so I can be like, who's the abusive person in that band?
Probably being like 60 years old.
Yeah, but you know how
having
these
a
guys
shitty
are.
body and stuff.
They don't ever quit. I'm a guitar player forever.
There's been a lot of collateral damage in this. We've been talking shit on a lot of people who aren't even in this band.
Makes it more interesting.
I think we got to start talking about this band's lyrics now.
Do I have to pull up, what is it, Lyric Genius?
Yeah, that's it, Mark.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. I'm looking up lyrics while we talk.
No, pull up lyricgenius.com.
Okay, yeah, I'll type it in Google. I'm Googling it. Yeah, Lyric Genius. Genius.com.
I was really looking forward to whatever the fuck you ended up at with lyricgenius.com.
That's what it is.
Does it forward to that?
No, it's just genius.com. It's not.
I know that.
All right, go ahead. I'm looking up lyrics while you talk.
One of the most upvoted posts of all time on the Modest Mouse subreddit is a joke about how using the predictive text on your phone will write the lyrics of a Modest Mouse song.
No shit.
Not joking. The fans of this band couldn't fucking stop themselves from clicking, oh, that's so funny, I love it so much, about a joke about how your fucking iPhone can write their favorite band's songs.
What songs like, I'm really digging, I hope you're dead, I'm really digging, I hope you're undead?
Yeah, that sounds like predictive text.
Yeah, that does. That's a song, though.
It is.
I know. Hold on, I'm looking up more. While I'm doing this, you should be doing the word predictive thing.
I'm waiting for you.
Oh, sorry. No, my dog won't bite you, though it had the right to. You ought to give her credit because she knows I wouldn't let it happen.
All right, I just did predictive text on my phone, and this is what it came up with. I'm pretty sure I could put this with the music of a Modest Mouse song.
All right, I'm going to do it while you do it.
Yeah, but nice places in my way, through the TV and movie thing, on many of his New York City public school students, with jazz players, to the best of my day. That could be a Modest Mouse song, right?
I got okay, but let's just say we are both good.
Definitely.
Easily.
But here's the thing. I don't understand how fans of this band can be like, yep, sounds good. That's exactly what I like about this. I love the fact that there's no humanity to it whatsoever. You might as well get Hal from fucking 2001 to write your new favorite album.
I wonder if that's happened. Take that out.
Have you heard the last 2 Radiohead albums?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Stopped caring a long time ago.
Here are actual Modest Mouse lyrics. Again, your phone could do this on its own. All it needs is your fucking thumb, and you can write a Modest Mouse song. Here it is. Well, that is that, and this is this. You tell me what you want, and I'll tell you what you get. You get away from me. You get away from me.
Yeah.
Those lyrics read like Linkin Park and the Spice Girls collaborated on a song after one member of one of those bands heard the saying, "It is what it is," for the first time ever. Thanks, Siri.
That's deep, dude.
What music do you like? I've been really into Siri lately, you know? Well, have you heard Alexa? If you like Siri, you're going to love Alexa.
Now, if you just have like a whiny, kind of raspy voice and you overextend your vocal cords on a regular basis, you can be a Modest Mouse.
The lyrics that I just read are from the song Ocean Breathes Salty, which, what the fuck are those words? Ocean Breathes Salty? Man, like food. Ocean Breathes Salty.
I don't know, but now I have it stuck in my head.
Oh, do you have the little keyboard
Yeah.
part in your head? Yeah.
Worst part about this podcast.
It is.
Stupid fucking song.
I've actually had Modest Mouse in my head all day.
It sucks.
I'm not happy about it at all.
A majority of it is very not memorable. I couldn't tell you a lot of the songs I heard today.
Ocean Breathes Salty is a song where Modest Mouse fans probably think they like this.
All the way through. Listen to the whole. You won't.
Listen to the whole fucking song. Before you press play on it, just ask yourself, what's wrong with this song? I'm going to listen to this. I'm going to try to figure out what's wrong with this song and press play on it. And you fucking enjoy never liking this band again because this is dog shit. Just listen to the fucking background vocals on this thing. What?
I think if you still like it, you ask yourself, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
I still like this. What's wrong with me?
Actually, fuck this song. Skip to this band's worst song, a song called Pistol, which I don't even fucking know how to talk about because it's so bad. Do you know that song? Pause. I've never heard a song this bad.
Quick side note, we did just pause the podcast so Tyler could play it.
For you.
For me.
Because I have already been a fan.
Here's a secret nobody knows. Tyler has a Modest Mouse tattoo.
I'm never showing you my dick again.
I thought you nicknamed him Pistol for the song.
Look, if you
The
can...
lyrics are literally talking about cleaning his pistol. I thought that was a dick reference. When you said, do you want to see my pistol? Never mind. It was weird.
Yeah.
I don't like the song. I don't like it at all.
You can go back through this band's whole catalog, hit every single album that you think is a fucking classic. Tell me that you're not going to find songs that are terrible on all this shit. The song Dog Paddle on This Is a Long Drive. Holy shit. And people just like it.
I don't believe that.
They convince themselves that they like it at least.
I think that's what it is. I think they want to be cool. So they're like, this song's so great. Dude.
Side note, this dude is literally responsible for the Shins.
Really?
Not joking.
In what way?
Fucking Isaac Brock starts working A&R for Sub Pop Records, signs the Shins.
Such a thing. Everyone in a band wants to have their own label, so they go work for a label or they start a label or they'll have imprints on a major label.
What a cool job. Yeah, I'm just going to work A&R for a label. No, it's cool. Like, I haven't sold my soul. It's fine. It's great. I love it. I love it.
I discover bands. Have you heard this new band I discovered?
I'm really passionate.
Have you met the Shins yet?
Yeah, fuck. The best acting Natalie Portman ever fucking did was calling the Shins a life-changing band in that movie Garden State.
I haven't seen that movie in so long.
It's not good. Tain't good, m'lady. I can't believe we haven't done an episode on the Shins yet. Top of the list. They got to go up
The
there.
Shins?
Yeah.
But you'll have to listen to this shit.
We get it. You're like Brian Wilson. Settle the
Huge
fuck
fan.
down.
I hate this podcast. I just want it to be known. This fucking podcast sucks.
This podcast does suck.
I fucking hate doing it.
Did you know that Sun Kill Moon, you know, the guy who can't just release albums under the name Mark Kozlik like a fucking normal human being?
Sun Kill Moon.
Sun Kill Moon recorded an entire album of Modest Mouse covers.
No.
It exists. And you can go listen to it. Probably shouldn't, but you can. And if Mark Kozlik likes your band, automatically you suck. Automatically.
We should just go through his favorite band list and do episodes on all of them.
I would love to get a look at his fucking iTunes library.
Yeah, top tracks.
I bet he's one of those fucking assholes who has a meticulously organized iTunes library. Like, there's not a single song that's just an orphan where it's not connected to the album. There's a picture on every fucking one.
Yeah.
Probably even put the year it came out so it shows up in chronological order.
Oh,
I bet
shit.
this is that
This
guy.
is bringing back memories, though, dude. That reminds me of what it was like to have a big iTunes library. I don't now, but I remember what that was like. Having everything arranged a certain way.
All right, here's one of my favorite things about this band. This is one of the bands where a lot of the fans mysteriously started to think that this band sucked right around the time they got big. Which is such a weird thing, don't you think?
Well, they were good when like me and like 2 other people.
Oh my God. I saw them when there was just 20 people in the audience. It was
so
so
great.
special,
It was so great.
you know, and then they blew up. If you go now, it's full of people who don't appreciate it. All these new fans don't get it.
I think I have PTSD from these conversations because I've had them so many fucking times. I used to love fill in the blank until they become popular. Is such a fucking snide music.
If you've ever said that, fuck you.
20 people like them, so it's kind of not really my thing anymore. I liked them when 15 people liked them.
It's such a weird coincidence. What is it? How does the band start sucking as soon as more people find out about it?
It's almost like maybe they sucked the whole time.
Oh.
Maybe they actually were just a shitty fucking band.
Oh, and then when they blow up and everyone starts liking it,
Find another shitty band.
that's why you get mad, because you've got to go find another band that is making bad music and you know it's bad. You intentionally decide this is what I like now because no one would ever start liking this and it's never going to get popular, but then it does. And then you have to do it again and again and again.
And then the mental gymnastics just must get so fucking exhausting.
That must be exhausting.
It's got to be exhausting.
Got to be exhausting.
What's the cutoff? Is there like a number? I love the band. Oh, but yeah, I went to the show last time and there was 101 people there. My cutoff's 92. If there's 92 people there, I'm so cool with this band.
The cutoff might be when Kids Bop does your song.
That should be the cutoff. Yo, that's actually the new rule.
Anyone who thinks we're making this shit up, find an article. Here's the title of it. Loving Modest Mouse Isn't Easy, how the band got worse by getting better. That's the fucking headline of the article. And the main point of the article is that as the band played together more and got better at playing their music, it started to not be as good. I literally liked it because it's bad. And now that people are liking it, I don't like it anymore. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's exactly.
Can we talk about you for a minute? What's going on with your life? That's what you're doing?
No, I want to know what.
Do you go to restaurants and you're
Exactly.
like, what's the fucking worst thing on the menu?
Yes. I was just thinking, what other things in your life do you apply that logic to?
Do you have a rutabaga salad? Can you please serve that up to me right now?
Yeah.
I've never eaten a rutabaga. They might be delicious. If you love rutabaga, please don't fucking send me hate mail.
The worse it is, the more I love it.
Do you have like a whole dish that just tastes like black licorice? No, I know. I'm just different. I'm just weird. I'm unique, you know. I like different things that other people don't like.
You know, I like iceberg lettuce. Can I have a salad of the bottom rind? Just a bowl full of the rind and salt. Too much salt.
Also, could you punch me when you put the plate down on my table? That would be so good.
Right in the throat. So it's difficult to eat.
I'll tip 100%. Just, punch me in the fucking throat.
Oh, nobody eats here? I love this place.
Favorite bar. Oh, I love coming to this bar. No one goes here.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I love that place until they got the door fixed and you could walk in.
Yeah. Really ruined the whole thing.
Seriously, fuck you. Look, I know that like people think we're joking a lot of time. Fuck you. Fuck you. Here's a weird thing. Us saying that Modest Mouse sucks, all the people who stopped liking them might have to start liking them again.
Yeah.
Because now it's not cool to like Modest Mouse again.
Everyone listening to this is in a real mental pinch right now. Like, shit, what do we do?
What are you going to do now?
They're going to listen to that Pistol song and go,
Pistol.
I like this. How many people are going to post on their Facebook page right now? I really enjoyed this song. It's so good.
Please do it. But also, here's the other thing about all of this is the band doesn't give a fuck if 1/10 of the people who bought the album with Float On keep buying their albums or come to the concerts. That's about 100 times more people than ever cared about what they were doing before they got big. They're probably like, fuck you too. They don't care about you.
Yeah, they could still draw 1,000 people a night or some shit.
They can still headline Coachella, get blackout drunk, and get shot off by the sound guy and not give a fuck. It doesn't even hurt their career.
It's crazy.
It's such a weird thing that we're doing right now. We're sitting down and we are attempting to criticize a band that even the people who like it because it's not good. So what the fuck are we supposed to do right now?
They must love our fucking podcast.
Oh, because our podcast isn't good.
Exactly. Yeah, we're gods right now.
Do people know that before indie was called indie, it was called college rock? Do you think people know that?
I thought it was just called independent.
That is, of course, what the word is short for, Mark Mosley.
That's what it was. It was college radio rock. Right.
College rock, as in the music you like when you're in college because you don't know shit about music, and this just happens to be some of the first shit you heard right when you maybe first got laid, first got freedom from your parents. You start to think that life might be worth living. And this is the music that you're hearing at that time, college rock.
What's your point?
College rock is the soundtrack to what many people tragically think are the best years of their lives. And
Tragically.
yeah, it's not about the fucking music. It's about the memories that you have around it.
Quick sidebar. How annoying are people that actually talk like that? Best time of my life was in college. Yo, you're 35, bro. Like, what the fuck have you been doing?
How annoying are people who went to college?
Seriously, I didn't go to college. So I didn't listen to college rock. I don't know shit about college rock radio bullshit.
The problem with calling it college rock, though, is it's right there in the name. You can't really spend the rest of your life listening to some shit that's called college rock. You're 50.
You gotta grow up.
Listening to college rock, maybe living in the past a little bit. You
Time to
know,
move on.
Aren't you a little old for this?
It reminds me of a better time.
Old? This isn't college rock. This is indie. It's okay for me to listen to this. It's indie.
Right.
It's not college rock.
Yeah.
This isn't for kids.
Oh, this band is an indie band.
This isn't for kids who don't know anything about music. This is for people who appreciate, it's more authentic. It's indie.
Telling you we need to add sound effects. This is a perfect time for sound effects.
If your favorite college rock band is Modest Mouse,
Your favorite band sucks.
you're welcome for another college rock episode of Your Favorite Band Sucks. You should share it with everyone you still talk to from college. Remember how much fun you had waking up in the bushes outside the frat house and listening to Modest Mouse all day? Oh yeah, you only know like 2 people who still want to talk about that shit, right? So maybe share it with more people than just the 1 or 2 folks you can get to ride the waves of nostalgia with you. Ugh. Real talk, I'm glad to be done talking about this beta male nonsense. I can't stand wimpy music like this. It's just whining about how hard it is to exist as a sentient being in a world where everyone else is genetically superior to you or whatever the fuck. Give me some distorted guitars and yelling, you know what I mean? Let's get dumb about it. I want some fucking testosterone pumped straight down my throat the way it's only done by the true masters of metal. Hard rock. Playing hard rock along with a symphony. Okay, well, at least the masters of making a documentary about how your band came to release an album with the worst sounding snare drum of all time. Yes, all my Guitar Center employees already figured this one out. Next week on Your Favorite Band Sucks, we're going after Metallica. And if you don't get everyone you know to listen to this podcast by then, we'll fucking sue your ass.